Hey everybody, welcome to this edition of Mind Your Own Business. We're going to kind of take a step back in time and talk a little bit about time management secrets. And I first started exploring this back when Stephen Covey released his second book, and began to talk a little bit about the best use of your time, which you think about it is our most important investment. And recently, an organization that I've gotten involved with, Heroic, which here's what they talk about or how they talk about themselves. And I found it to be a really, really great place where they've distilled the sum of human knowledge and brought it down into practical chunks. And those chunks can help you improve. And so, not a commercial from Heroic, although full disclosure, I'm a Heroic coach and ambassador. But this is a great way that is available for you to access really life-changing information. And today we're going to talk about time. So 15 secrets. So the first is simply awareness. Time is your most valuable resource. You should respect it as such. Think of it that way. Plan it that way. Plan it more thoroughly than you do your money, than you do your vacation, than you do your future. I mean, really work to plan it. And we'll talk about some ways to do that. So this is number one. So if any of these sort of set off a little buzzer, I don't do that. Write them down and then, develop a work plan for them. Number two, all of us have most important tasks, most important things we need to accomplish, then broken down into tasks. And so identify those, schedule them, and do it each day before you do anything else. The best part of you is available usually in the morning. Don't do email. Don't do other tasks. Don't do social media, certainly. Put your best into what's most important, and you'll be better off. So what is your one most important thing today? And then schedule it. And put a block of time in the morning for every single day for you to focus on that most important task. So next, get rid of your to-do list. If you have a to-do list app, get rid of it. And then begin scheduling the things you need to do. So you don't have two things to manage, you just have one. And one of the things we say a lot to our CEO clients is you need to work on your business, not in it. Most of us got into business, I know I did, because we loved something and we thought we could do it better than whoever employed us in the past. Probably true in your case, but if you operate from two lists, you've got a bifurcated whole. Put everything on your calendar. Make time to do what's important. Big things, divide them up into chunks. All right, secret 4. Procrastination is a danger. We've talked before about the 3 centers of our mind. One is faith. Hey, I can do that. Whether it's, faith that is justified or not. The second is fear. Oh my gosh, I don't think I can do that. And the last one, which is dangerous and also pretty powerful, is laziness. And a lot of procrastination. I don't feel like doing that right now. If you figure out how to beat your future self, so you have to outsmart you. This is a hard thing. And bear down and get it done. But your future self, that laziness center, cannot be trusted to do the right thing. Just can't. So if you know what needs to be done, make sure that it gets done. It's a self-discipline thing. It's a mental control thing. It's a prioritization thing. Number 4 is a huge derailer. Number 5, accept the fact that there's going to be more to do than can be done. That's a given. If you have a job like most of us, or a career, or an avocation, or an ownership, it will never end. So when you know that, there are, if you believe in sort of the quadrant, urgent and important. You want to do the most important things, paying mind to the urgent, but make sure it's really urgent. It's just not compelling. So have faith that you'll never be done. It's not like mowing the lawn. Take up a hobby where you can finish things like making models or mowing the lawn, and then you can have one thing or two things in life where you can finish. Always carry a notebook, okay? Some of us cheat and carry little pads, like this. But if you can write down, or you can do it on your phone, write down that what's important to you at the time into a reservoir, and then spend some time every day working your priorities. Plan your work your plan. This notebook will help you with that stress. Am I forgetting something? Number 7, almost halfway through. Email is a great way for other people to put their priorities into your life. Email is not a good thing. Email is a once or twice a day tool. Let everybody know, hey, I can check my email at the end of every day and prioritize it. The best answer to an email is, and I learned this a long time ago, is something called TRAF. Either trash it and trash as much as you can. Either route it, send to somebody else, and delegate it, and note it so you can check on it later, right? A is achieve it, accomplish it, do it. If it's something that needs to be done, do the email, right? And F, file it. A lot of time people just cover their butt and just share stuff with you. You can just file it. Number 8, and we are ahead of halfway when we finish this. Schedule and attend meetings as a last resort. Do not meet. You want to communicate. When you do communicate in meetings, stand-up meetings are good, but try to figure out how to get the maximum amount of productivity without sacrificing communication. But meetings are a great way to while away your life while nothing gets done. Number 9, say no to everything that doesn't support your immediate goals. And no can be not now, but say no. And you need to be very focused on achieving the goals. So meetings, calls, projects, emails, text messages, all that, push off if it's not part of your most important goal. We all get them. We all know what they are. Number 10, 80% of what we achieve is generated by 20 or less percent of what we do. That's just a given, right? The old 80-20 rule. Figure out what the 80% of what you're doing that isn't really achieving anything. And achieving isn't just task orientation, right? It's communication, it's team building, it's self-development. But invest your time in those areas and activities that actually produce a return. And really bear down on this one. I have found this to be amazing. I used to read a lot of fiction. I now read a lot of business articles. It has helped me tremendously. And it's the same time, it's just used more wisely. Excuse me. Focus your time only on things that you can really contribute to. Now, there are parts of your business that you may love. I have a client who owns a winery. He's great at winemaking. It's his passion. Do that. But do it deliberately and outsource those things as soon as you can. Let's agree next week. You watch this video, within a week, outsource the things that aren't your strengths. Get a virtual assistant. Get a virtual marketing firm. Get something that scrapes stuff off of you so you can invest your time in growing yourself and doing things that not only are you're great at in your business or great at in your personal life, but make you happy. Number 12, home stretch. Batch your work with recurring themes. Okay, so I've got a day where it's marketing day or 3 days a week. So I spend 3 days a week on that. I have a day which is finance day where I'm meeting up and making sure QuickBooks is right. And You get the gist. You're much more productive if you organize your day in batches. And these batches may not be the batches I mentioned. It can be according to what you enjoy, believe, how your business and role are sort of organized and built. But the goal here is to be doing similar work at a similar time so you can get it done. Self-development time. When do you read? When do you learn? Number 13, if a task can be completed in 5 minutes, then do it. These are the interruptions in a lot of cases. Okay, somebody hits you, they want to make their itinerary or agenda yours. You look at it, you say, ooh, this is sort of important. I can do it in less than 5 minutes, and be very, very pragmatic with your 5. 5 isn't 15, 5 isn't 50, it's 5. Then knock it out. If not, schedule it. Put it somewhere else on your calendar. Stay focused on your most important thing. Number 14, invest the first 60 minutes of each day in a ritual that strengthens your mind, body, and spirit. I have one of these. Unfortunately, or fortunately, we have French bulldogs who are our alarm clock. So around 5:30 every morning, we're on. And morning ritual in our case is, limber up, hot tub, dog walk, play with the dogs, spouse time, time for the family. And then there's do the most important thing that needs to be done. So you can get your exercise, your meditation, any of that out of the way in the morning, really nurture mind, body, and spirit, energy, work, and love, and then begin on your most important thing. So by 10, 11 o'clock, I can actually check email and see what might be trying to invade my day or what new information is out there. Number 15, productivity is about energy and focus, not time. And I think this is reflected in some of what we talked about earlier. If you organize your time so that your intention matches your current energy state. So if I'm going to do accounting in the morning, that's my focus. I get more done when I have focus and I apply that energy as opposed to sort of haphazardly, wandering through my day. You need to really plan this part of your time so that the unplanned time, those blocks for yourself, those blocks for your family, are all here or there to benefit you. Now, this probably to some seems a little bit dogmatic, a little bit prescriptive, a little bit, overly involved. I mean, gosh, I got to do all this stuff. Yes. If you want to be great, to be the best you can be, and I would put it to you, that is our obligation to the planet, is to be the best human we can, most effective employer we can, manager we can, partner that we can, teammate that we can. That managing our time and even leading our time is central to it. So if you often say, well, I'm too busy for that, get your priorities right. You can never be too busy for self-development. You can never be too busy for the most important things in your business. And if you are, you got some work to do. I'll be glad to help, but hopefully these 15, there's a nugget or two in there or more that'll help you. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Take care.